Hello, I'm Paul Weston. Now, the imprisonment of Tommy Robinson is Sovietesque, sort of mixed in with a dollop of Islamo-fascism, and there's no other way to describe it. Tommy has been gulagged in a country which purports to be a democracy, and a country filled to the brim with human rights lawyers. And yes, I am fully aware all these human rights lawyers are far-left activists working to advance the enemy and destroy us. Now, the main people behind Tommy's imprisonment are obviously Prime Minister Keir Starmer, Justice Minister Shabana Mahmood, and Britain's Attorney General Lord Hermer. Now, none of them like England and the English, and all of them hate Tommy Robinson. Starmer is a communist sympathiser, and in his youth he visited communist Czechoslovakia. Now, most Labour Party high command did exactly the same over the last 40 years, starting with the likes of Jack Straw in the 1960s. Communism is written into their ideological DNA. And here is Shabana Mahmood, checked out in her Friday best. When she's not in the local mosque, she's out on the streets with her Hamas terror friends. Now, Mahmood was sworn into Parliament on the Quran and describes Islam as the most important thing in her life.
Would you raise the Quran for the oath of allegiance and repeat after me? I, Shabana Mahmood.
I, Shabana Mahmood.
Do swear by Almighty God.
Do swear by Almighty God.
Now, she clearly hates Tommy for obvious reasons, and that such a woman could become the Justice Minister is both a tragedy and a crime against Western civilization. And here is Lord Hermer, Britain's most senior lawyer, and also, of course, a communist. He's defended ISIS bride Shamima Begum, along with a variety of other Islamist ne'er-do-wells, including Ranjib Ahmed, an al-Qaeda terrorist linked to the 7/7 bombings in London and once described as the right-hand man to Osama bin Laden. Hermer defended him. Hermer tried to get money for him from the British government. Now, Hermer's also a communist, of course. He's besties with Starmer, after all, and in his youth he was an anti-fascist activist, which is code for hardcore communist. He worked with the Communist Front magazine Searchlight, which at that time was edited by the gruesomely unlovely Nick Lowles, head of today's government-funded Hope Not Hate, which is also a Communist Front organisation. And Lowles hates Tommy even more than Britain's Attorney General, which is quite a thing. And Lord Hermer personally interviewed in Tommy's contempt of court case to elevate it from a civil offence to a criminal offence. So all in all then, Tommy never really stood a chance, just as those sent to Siberia gulags by Stalin, had no chance either. You know, such were the Sovietesque forces arrayed against them. England is no longer a democratic nation. England no longer operates on the ancient ethos of equality before the law, and we should bear that in mind and plan accordingly.